Now she is a local Mumbai girl. Maybe she was, but then currently she's placed abroad. Now the fact is, to go to this place abroad, you don't need a passport. Alright. So you were pretty open over here in Bombay, but वहाँ पे you had to wear a veil and stuff like that. How was that?
I remember being scolded for not wearing a bangle because this is not having an empty hand, like a wrist, is not acceptable because it's a sign of being married. A bindi, it's a sign of. So, from a fun, bindas,
Correct.
carefree person, I became this. I just transformed, just trying to fit in, trying to please everyone. It was a done thing to cry for, like to live the whole day, cry at night, and sleep. It was like a done thing.
So how was your husband? How was it being with your husband? Was he your first interaction with him when you for the arranged marriage?
And I said, either it's a no, or either I meet him again, or it's a no.
Oh.
I can't say yes right now.
Okay.
And he said meeting him again is not an option. Because I like to be in high spirits. High spirits, yeah. For that you have to be called Jack Daniels. Oh, then why Jack Denials? Because I'm Jack and you live in denial.
Tell us, what was that inflection point? What changed? What happened from a sari veil to something completely casual?
So I have been married 31 years now.
Okay.
It was not overnight. What I'm trying to say is...
Then you had that rebellious movement.
Nahi, nothing like that. It was very gradual. It was like... for morning walks, we started wearing salwar kameez. Then we went from salwar kameez, we went to jeans and kurta. So the whole transition took about 10 years. First attempt was in 2011 on a Toastmasters platform, proper ventriloquism, where I was not moving my lips and throwing my voice. I wrote my own script. I did a 20-minute bit. I got a standing ovation that day. Oh my God, that was a good 5 minutes standing ovation. For the first time in my life, I felt like I did something. I'd once won a salad making competition in Kathmandu.
Okay.
And I got a second prize, and I did not go up on stage because I would have had to say thank you. So success is almost like being pregnant. People see the good news, they always see the good thing, but nobody knows how many times you've been screwed. I started being the fun kaki who would tell them stories with basic hand puppets. So it's like, okay, knock knock, who's there? मैं stupid who? And then he'll be, ha, too stupid hai.
So you started doing shows, you started traveling for shows. How was the acceptance at home? Did people look and talk about it like, and this was a time when there were no mobile phones, no Facebook, Instagram to stalk anyone. So you can't figure out what your mutual friends are.
There was ISD, STD.
Yeah.
So even calling Delhi was expensive.
Correct.
So I said no. And then my brother, my eldest brother Manish, he came to the room and he's like, Seem, what is this? You said no for him. I said, huh. He said, but he's a really nice guy. I said, huh, so? So he convinced me. He's like, I'm telling, for a brother to like a guy for a sister is huge. I realized that later. So he's a really nice person. He's so nice. He's so humble. He's so simple and this and that. I said, तेरे को अच्छा लगता है तू शादी कर ले. So he said, नहीं यार मेरी शादी हो चुकी है. I was like, oh shit. But even in that serious moment, I was joking. But and in my that rage and all, he's like, okay, fine, go say yes. And he just left the room.
I said yes.
Honestly, I didn't know, shit, what did he, गुस्से में चला गया है? Or is he taken my word for it? What has happened? After 2 days, I get a call from a common friend, Nepal का कोई, his friend, sister, भाभी, मतलब एक कुछ connection था. He said, tell Seema to sit near the phone, Sanjay's going to call.
Okay.
And that's how it started, that okay, we started talking on the phone from Delhi. And then back in the day, if you called after 10 p.m., the rates were quarter.
Right.
After 8, it was half the rates and quarter rates phone calls. So then we started, and he was in university. The whole university had one phone, that IMI in Delhi. So that phone, at 10 o'clock, it was done. Okay, Sanjay's going to use that phone. So then we started talking every day. Now, how he was as a person, he was really good.
Okay.
But in the family, he was a very different person. In the joint family, it was a very different, very scary. For me, it was very scary because he had a very formal relationship with his elder brothers. Because business-wise, we were a lot bigger family. Business
Understood.
was common.
Yeah.
Joint family. Living was 17
Living
people.
with
Here
people,
I'm talking
but
about 40
the family
people.
is
40.
larger.
So everyone's involved in your life. It's not just the one immediate people are staying in the
Staying under.
staying together.
Yeah.
So it was next level.
Got it.
He was different. He himself was trying to figure out what he put up a biscuit factory. He had to be in Birganj most of the time, like for 25 days of the month. He was there. I never went there. I was with his family, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? I was completely lost. I lost whatever little bit identity I had of me. Totally gone.
So the bubbly girl from Mumbai became someone behind the veil and behind a mask, basically covering yourself, and
I was a very friends person, and suddenly have no friends, no family. It was
unknown
like I was
city.
living in a dorm with a warden. I was allowed to speak to my parents once a month.
Okay.
I was allowed to go to Bombay, visit my parents once a year.
Okay.
There were these kind of
This
rules.
is conditions and all.
Yeah.
So marriage comes with conditions attached. They still come somewhere,
Yeah.
but
Any
so
marriage.
so this is how your early part of your life has been, and today is completely different. Tell us, what was that inflection point? What changed? What happened from a sari veil to something completely casual?
Okay, so I have been married 31 years now.
Okay.
It was not overnight. What I'm trying to say is 12 years of my married life was non-stop sari and head covered.
Correct.
And me being a housewife, being a mother.
Then you had that
being a
rebellious movement.
Nahi, nothing like that. It
So
was
you're not-
very gradual. It was
Okay.
like we would, for morning walks, we started wearing salwar kameez. I'm saying because my sisters-in-law and me, same rules were
We all
applied.
had the same.
Huh. So morning walk, imagine we used to exercise, go in a sari,
And
change into workout clothes, come back and,
And
wear
do
a
that.
sari and come back. So yeah, went through all of that. Then we went from salwar kameez, we went to jeans and kurta. So the whole transition took about 10 years.
Okay.
And during this time, I'm talking about in my 40s, I kind of started finding myself through comedy. I found myself.
Through comedy
Yeah.
in a joint family.
Yes.
In a conservative Marwadi joint family
And there was
in a
nothing
small
comedic-
city in Nepal.
Yes.
Okay. How did that start? Like, I'm sure being a cheerful girl in Bombay, you had your sense of way around things.
Yeah.
But how did humor come to you? I mean, was it in the daily life situations or how was it?
It was not intentional, nothing. I was funny year than normal people, than other people.
Okay.
I realized that eventually. That time I didn't know I was funny or funnier than others. I happened to join Toastmasters during this phase. Why I'm saying happen is, again,
This is which year?
I joined in 2009.
Okay.
My friend forced me to join. She was a Toastmaster. She insisted. She in fact even paid for me. She said, you belong there. And I thought she was insane. Because the first time I entered a Toastmasters meeting, I was like, oh my God, this is the place I don't belong. I want to stay away because I'm a housewife. Nothing interesting has happened in my life. I am petrified of stage.
Okay.
I was a friendly person. I could talk to anyone, like 2-3 people I can talk normally.
But
Same
on a
2-3
stage,
people. You
and
have
people
to,
looking at you.
I thought I'll collapse. Like I'll feel dizzy and I'll collapse.
Got it.
I massive stage fright, to the extent that I would not even go on a stage even if I was acknowledged about something. I'd once won a salad making competition in Kathmandu.
Okay.
And I got a second prize, and I did not go up on stage because I would have had to say thank you. So I sent my friend to take the award.
Okay.
I was that scared.
That.
So I joined. I was not regular.
But you had other creative interests also, that right? Doodling, caricature, all of that.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So in school, I wanted to be a cartoonist. When I was in school, there were 3 friends of mine who loved cartoons. So we used to doodle and caricature in all the back pages of our books. Even tried calligraphy, but somehow never took it up seriously. My friends went on to be cartoonists and graphic
Oh, is
designer
it?
and all. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Those two friends.
Okay.
Still in touch with them, love them.
Yeah.
And I got married to a cartoon. So that was one interest. I was always good with words and wordplay and puns, but never really knew what I was doing specifically that was working. But in my initial Toastmasters speech, as scared, as nervous I was, as one tone or flat, as they say. No, I didn't have any of those vocal
Correct.
varieties.
Modulation
It
is
was
not there.
no voice modulations. It was just flat. It was. I was scared. I was dying inside. No expressions. Yet I was funny. I had a funny take about life, and people laughed. And then second speech I did again, people laughed. I was not regular because I hate stage. I still in my mind I hate
So someone had
stage.
to push you, coerce you
Uh-huh.
to go on stage.
Yeah, and I used to attend a meeting once in 3 months, 4 months because I didn't belong. And also being a housewife in a joint family, the thing what happened
Going
was,
outside.
yeah,
Like, what are you
every
doing there?
Sunday night to go out to and coming home late when the whole family is eating, पूरा खानदान साथ में खा रहा है. And for once I was doing something for myself. That self guilt only I would impose it on myself, and because of that guilt I would not go. Oh, my kids need me. Oh, I have guests at home. Oh, today I can't do this. Oh, today. It's only very slowly I started prioritizing myself and the things I want to do.
Okay.
So I used to go to Toastmasters more as a way of staying away from home.
So it was a break basically, and you started figuring out something
Because
outside your family.
this fear was
And somebody remind you of your back Bombay days a little bit?
no,
No?
no, not at all.
Not at all.
Bombay days, I could talk freely. Here, I had to talk on stage. So that
So
was
you
scary.
still had to be.
That was scary. But this fear was, I accepted this much more than the everyday monotonous routine life
at
and that
home.
fear of other things in my family. So I think this little 1.5 hours for myself once a week was a good change.
Good change. So you
Slowly, that was again very,
very gradual
very
change at that
very,
point
very
in time.
gradual.
And you're not looking out for something, you just happen to stumble upon this
Yes.
at that point in time.
Absolutely.
All right. So, coming back, so while you were married at your home also, were you still passionately looking at some creative activities? So, doodling and all of that was happening at home, or that was completely stopped? Like it was shut, stop, and move to a different zone completely?
I did try to look for cartooning classes there. Nothing. There were not even hardly. There were some painting classes which I wasn't interested in. So I didn't. So it completely stopped.
Okay. So it was a switch on, switch off kind of a stuff that
yeah.
completely exited from
Yeah.
there.
I was, how Superman when he
And then you
turns
became a
in-
mother also very soon.
Wait, how Superman turns into a revolving door and he turns. So
And-
for me, from Bombay, I turned into a revolving overnight, I
Went
draped
to
a
Nepal.
sari and I
I
came
went
out.
to Nepal.
And I was a different person altogether. I was so scared of anyone coming from Bombay to visit me because I was like, oh my god, I can't deal with Bombay people and Kathmandu people at the same time. When I'm in Bombay, I want
Different
only Bombay.
personalities.
Yeah, I mean, it was very scary, the whole setup.
Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll. And, yeah.
Which kind of worked for me eventually.
Oh, is it? We'll get there in a bit.
Yes.
So then you became a mother also very soon post that.
I was 24. I was 21 when I got married. At 24,
You had your first
my
child.
daughter, yeah.
Yeah. So that made you more busier in your daily household chores and stuff. And of course, a joint family had multiple kids also taking care of them. So how was that at that point in time?
The funny thing was first, my mother was preparing me to get married, right? Cook, clean,
All of that.
do all that. When I got married, I didn't have to do any of that. I didn't have to cook because 17 people, who knows how
You
to cook?
can't cook for 17
there was a
people.
cook. I didn't have to clean. I don't have to do anything at all. So the few things that I was good at, what I learned, even that I didn't have
Had
to do here.
it. Okay.
So life was like literally, I don't know, I was just managing the house kind of a thing and, doing that. And what was the question again?
Becoming a mother.
Yes, that was very challenging because there were no books or internet or people telling you what to expect when you're expecting. And
your friends were not close by, so
Not at
nothing
all.
to share.
yeah, I was among the first ones in my group to get married. I was among the first ones to get a kid,
Yeah.
in the group. So nobody to tell me. And even back in the day, we used to
You don't have
exchange
phone calls
letters.
to even speak. Sure, letters.
Letters. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So by the time,
By the time my letter reached, I already had a baby. So
okay,
it was literally like that. And of course, I was new. I came here. I came to Bombay to deliver my first baby. So being a mother was again a different life altogether. And then I had another kid. And at any given point of time, I always had kids at home, right? My sisters, and because I'm again joint family, so there were 4, 5, 6, 7 kids.
in the house.
And that became a fun thing because I started being the fun kaki who would tell them stories with basic hand puppets. Not stories, but jokes.
Okay.
And
So
there,
is that how your life started in terms of the transition?
exactly,
Please tell me on that.
I had puppets and I would say, knock, knock, who's there? At that time, it wasn't ventriloquism because I was moving my lips, okay? But I started having different voices and accents.
Okay.
And so it's like, okay, knock, knock, who's there? मैं stupid, who? And then he'll be, ha, 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 too stupid hai. So,
And kids enjoyed that.
oh yeah,
And you enjoyed being with the kids doing this?
yeah. I always loved being with kids.
Okay.
For 2 reasons, also, I'll tell you. Because when I got married, I was supposed to be hanging around with ladies, women. You can't hang out with men because that would not be right.
Correct.
Even my husband's friends, I saw there were times when it was only me and like 4, 5 guys at coffee shop. It was not considered, I don't know, a housewife is supposed to be sitting at home. You can't be going out.
can't be
So it was
outside.
not considered like a good
Housewife
thing.
is housewife, right?
Haan,
Stay in the
घर पे
house.
रहो. Stay at home mother.
Stay
Now
at
they give a
home.
very
Yeah.
designer term for it. Yeah.
Yes, fancy words.
Yeah, absolutely. So that time it was not considered okay. And then with women also, there's only so much you can talk. At least me. What do you talk about? Husband, mother-in-law, maids, kids.
Correct.
I'm going through that shit anyway. I don't want to talk about it. So kids made a lot of sense. Like I could tell, I could have fun, play games with them. And with this puppet show started happening. And it became a show eventually. Again, that was a very gradual, few months it took. It became a what a witty show. What a witty show.
So like those night bedtime stories that kids
Yeah.
wanted, that became a session after session post dinner or something in the evenings for you?
Yes.
So how many kids were there and what was it like?
6 minimum. And then I would have some friends coming over. It was just fun.
So it started very randomly. I mean, you just started talking about it and all of that happened out there.
Okay. And so through Toastmasters.
So it was the same time, 2009 during Toastmasters, or how was it?
2009, 2010.
Okay.
No, I started 2008. The
A year
puppet
before.
thing.
A year before, around
Then
that time.
Toastmasters happened.
So the same-
I never put 2 and 2 together.
At that point in time.
At that point,
but that's
yeah.
how life eventually comes up. We will unravel that in the next few minutes from now. But so 2008-7 is when you started doing this puppetry with
Yeah.
your kids, and 9 you joined Toastmasters. How were your joint family supportive that you were playing with kids, talking about all of that stuff? So it didn't be a problem at that point in
No,
time?
they love me. I love them. It was a fun, happy environment. In fact, that kept me going also. The
So
kids.
it got a
dance.
bit transition and a little change of freedom for yourself,
Yeah, you can say that. I mean, at that time, I wasn't thinking about it on those lines.
the larger
But
picture out there.
no, the good thing about our joint family was we had our individual units within the family in the house.
Okay.
So it wasn't messy.
Got it.
It didn't get, the daily life wasn't toxic or anything. It was good. It was comfortable. It was very cordial. That was nice. But my mother-in-law equation was a little different because she was not well at a different level. So that,
Was it different?
I couldn't even take it against her.
Got it.
Because she can't help it. The screaming. Only thing is, it took me time to understand that.
That. Yeah.
And what happened was, I was ready to leave Toastmasters because I thought I don't belong there. I will never need to address an audience. I mean, why would I? What is it? ऐसा कुछ हो नहीं रहा है मेरी जिंदगी में कि I will have to address or talk
Something.
to a
Public
crowd
speaking was
ever.
a very fancy thing for
Yeah.
for a daughter-in-law of a joint conservative Marwari family.
Yeah, and for what? क्या मैं कुछ
And to
कर तो
what?
नहीं रही हूँ.
Correct.
Also, during this time, I also tried to join my husband's business, which is he's into IT, and he had IT stores in Kathmandu. So I did join for 4 years. I did try to, understand, make sense out of it, sit in the store, go every day to work. But I was a complete misfit. I didn't belong there. So I said, when this comedy happened, actually मैं मारवाड़ी के नाम पे धब्बा हूँ. There's no business sense
No business
in me
sense
at
over here.
all.
ठीक है. Alright.
First attempt was in 2011 on a Toastmasters platform, proper ventriloquism, where I was not moving my lips and throwing my voice. That my little moment of fame that is etched in my mind and my life. So the thing is, it is childish, it is kiddish.
Correct.
And I knew that when I started this, either I'll create history or I'll become history. And guess what she did? Yeah, of course. I'm able to express myself in a way I could never.
Yeah.
All the mean, wrong things and the jokes come out of the puppet. Yeah. And the fun one. She's the adoring one. Yes, that's true. So he's basically my alter ego and it's all me. I have the split personality in me. That's weird. Yeah, it is weird. Because basically you are me. So I want to work on that. Now to make that funny, to make it relatable, my level of funny is very high. So I can't do mediocre comedy. I want to do like really good, classy.
And at that time, there was no YouTube videos to learn also, right?
नहीं
So,
कुछ नहीं.
how did you discover this part of you?